I want you to think of every question that's ever stopped you from journaling. I'm going to answer everything there is to know to get you started. I'm guessing if you've clicked on this video, you probably already know the advantages, but if you're still in doubt if it's worth it, let me tell you why this is the best thing you'll ever do for yourself. It is proven through data and through my own experience, journaling has proven to improve sleep, stress management, depression, relationships, you name it. But even for someone who knows all the benefits, it can be a bit overwhelming.
Where to start? What do I write? How do I write it? What's important? What's not? What if someone sees my diary?
And that's where I come in. I have divided this video into subtopics so you can go check that out later. For now, let's start with the first question. How do I start? Step 1, get a pen, get a paper. Step 2, set an intention. This is the most crucial part, especially if you're starting out. Before you start journaling, you need to know what you're expecting to get in return through the journaling process. So it doesn't have to be anything too deep, but are you journaling to vent out your emotions? Are you journaling because you want to heal, you want to do the inner work? Are you journaling to get more productive? I will dive deeper into these subtopics in the next section. Step number 3, start writing. Don't overthink it, just start writing. I've seen a lot of people struggle with this because they feel like what they have in their heads is not worth writing, or that they're confused about what's important enough to put in a journal. And the answer is everything. You are not here to write the next best-selling novel. You are not here to write your own autobiography. You are here to just dump everything that's in your head onto paper. And that means everything is important and valid. On to the next question, what do I write? Okay, I get it. You have your pen, you have your paper, you have your scented candle or your diffuser burning in the background. You have taken an aesthetic picture for the gram, but now as soon as you put your pen to paper, you are lost. And now you're questioning,
why even try? What's the point?
That's where I come in. So let's dive deeper into the sections we talked about earlier. Are you trying to vent? Okay, so you've had a tough day, or maybe someone hurt you and you're really upset about something. First thing you can do is write a letter to them. So this letter does not have any rules. You can curse them, you can say things you'll never say out loud, and that's the best part, because this is just for you to get it out of your system. There are no rules, there are no rights or wrongs. You don't have to be a good person here. This is your journal, this is your safe space. So just dump down everything you feel. And if you're afraid that,
what if someone sees my journal? What if someone finds out that I have such evil thoughts about someone?
It's fine. You are allowed to burn this section of your journal. You're allowed to tear this paper. You are allowed to let it go. The second theme is, are you journaling to heal? And if you are, I am so proud of you. I want you to give yourself a pat on the back, because not everyone takes the initiative to go heal themselves. And I am so proud of you. Okay, so on to the steps. Write a letter to your younger self. So this is where you write all your achievements, all the lessons you've learned so far, even if the younger self had to fall for you to get those lessons now. And this is where you write all the things that you wanted to do as a child and you couldn't, but now as someone older, you're allowed to do those things. This really helps get your mindset to more positive things, because we often take all these things for granted. Doing this can really give us fresh take on our lives. The other way is shadow work. Now, shadow work is essentially a list of questions that takes you much deeper into your subconscious than you generally tend to go. So that is why these questions can also bring out some memories that can be triggering. So I would highly recommend that if you are someone with a lot of traumatic experiences in the past, it's much better to go to a professional therapist. But if you can't afford, or you don't know a therapist near you, shadow work is the second best option. However, I would really suggest that you don't do it at night, because things tend to feel more intense at night, and you do it when you are in a comparatively better mood. How do I do shadow work, and what is it about? It can be about anything you want. Do you want shadow work prompts for relationship? Maybe you want it for inner child healing. Maybe you want it for your father wound. It can be anything, and I will drop down some prompts at the end of this video. The next thing you can do is gratitude journaling, and even though it can be a separate topic for this video, I really wanted to put it under healing, because when you do gratitude journaling, your mindset shifts onto much better things. And if you're someone who's trying to heal, there's a good chance that your brain brain is wired to see the negative things around you, and you have this mindset that, you know, everything wrong happens with me, all negative. But when you do your gratitude journaling, you see there are a lot of things in your favor in this world, and there are a lot of people who are nice to you, and there are a lot of good things happening in your life, which you generally forget to see because your brain is so wired to see the negative, because that's what you're talking to yourself about. And that is another reason why a lot of research has been done, and it's been proven that journaling can actually help with depression. It helps a lot to see things from that perspective, and gratitude is a great way to actually shift your mindset onto positive and better things, and that's why it comes under healing for me. Number 3 is, are you journaling to be productive? So I want you to take a pen and paper, and I want you to write your goals for the next 5 years. Yes, the infamous where you see yourself in 5 years question, except there is no interview and there is no wrong answer. Just be honest with yourself. Then after you've written your goals for the 5 years, you're going to write for the next 4 months, 3 weeks, 2 days, and 1 hour. And make sure these small goals align with your goals for the next 5 years. So for example, if my goal in the next 5 years is to be a full-time YouTuber, so my list would look something like 5 years, become a YouTuber. 4 months, get my account monetized. 3 weeks, perhaps it could be complete a course on SEO and marketing. Then 2 days would be post my first video. And 1 hour would be create a channel where I will be posting video, or make a thumbnail, or perhaps find out content ideas so that I have an easier time when I'm actually starting to putting things together. Why this works so well is because when you put clear goals in front of you, your brain doesn't have to procrastinate. It doesn't have to overanalyze. It doesn't have to overthink, because everything you want to do is right in front of you, and the steps to reaching that goal is also right in front of you. It is essentially making a large, overwhelming piece of cake into smaller, bite-sized pieces. So you are more inclined to actually take a piece and eat it. And the other thing is that when you write 1 hour, 4 months, 1 hour is the last minute thing. So if you're someone like me and you are used to working on things at the last minute, this is perfect, because you know, I only have 1 hour and I just need to do this, and I know exactly what I'm gonna do. So it makes doing it easier. You won't be confused and you won't be overwhelmed by the task. There are also a lot of bullet journals, planners, and you can make to-do lists to be more productive. What I like to do personally is I like to write down in my to-do list the things that I'm absolutely going to do. So if I have to wake up tomorrow, I will write wake up early, and I would write, you know, take a shower, or maybe I'll write brush your teeth. I will also put write your to-do list. So what happens is, before I'm even starting the main tasks, I have already ticked off 3 things, and that makes me feel like I've accomplished something. That gives me the confidence that, you know what, I can easily do the rest of the things because I've already got so much done, and it's only like 10 a.m. So that really works for me. You can try this trick out too. I have seen a lot of people get confused and they're like,
I don't know what to write in a to-do list. I'm just used to following a routine, and there's nothing new that I'm doing.
And your to-do list doesn't have to be you running the world. It doesn't have to be you running for president. It can be as simple as get out of bed on time, prepare a meal. It can be things you're already doing, but you're not even looking at that. And when you take them off, it's like, okay, I did something productive today. Even if they're in your routine, it's still productive. If you don't know me by now, I am a letter girly. So that's my next point. I want you to write a letter to your older self this time. However, you are not going to write it to your old self. You are going to write it as your older self. Take the page and then write down the date of when you probably want to achieve all those goals by. October 30th, 2030. And I will write down, okay, I just got back from a networking event hosted by YouTube, and they flew me out to LA, and I would take my Lamborghini, but you know, my wife or my husband took the Ferrari. It can be as big or as small as you want your dreams to be. So what happens is, when you're writing these things detailed as you can, and this is how you actually combine productivity as well as manifestation. So when you're writing these down, try to visualize them, and when you do that, your vibrations will go so high and you will feel so much more inclined to do the tasks that are needed to get you where you need to be in those years. Another productivity hack for you is, at the end of every month, you can do this list. These are my plans for this month. These are the things that I wanted to do last month, but this is why I did it, or this is why I couldn't do it. And you can just reflect on your past month and set a plan for your future month. It really helps break down your bigger goals into smaller pieces, and that always leaves you more productive. If you're trying to do any sort of journaling, the rules that I've mentioned in these 3 themes will apply. Now, if you are still not sure and you're still feeling overwhelmed, this is a lot of information, really amazing place to start is journals with prompts. So there are a lot of journals on Amazon or in any store. They have these sections. What am I grateful for today? What are my plans for today? What did I learn today? And they'll have these sections, and all you have to do is answer them as you go. So in 5 minutes you'll be done with productivity, gratitude, and all sorts of journaling there is. So that's a good place to start. I personally like to keep a blank notebook and write down whatever I want. I don't like having little space for gratitude because I have so much to be grateful for. Thank you. Another question that I find people think of a lot is, do I need a motive? What if I have no intention? And my answer is, you do not always need a motive. Like for me, I personally like to do my journaling every night, and not every night am I trying to be productive or doing something, but I usually tend to write down everything that happened in my day. So that comes under venting, but it's like a good type of venting, so I'm actually talking to myself. I like to do the gratitude journaling at night, so I will write down all the things that I'm grateful for today, and they can be repetitive. It doesn't matter. If I was grateful for them yesterday, it doesn't mean I can be grateful for them today. You don't have to come out with new creative things every time you journal. Then I like to do a part where I note down all my achievements. I like to do it monthly, but you can also do it every single day. On to motivation. No, you do not need to be motivated every single time you're journaling. You don't need to be creative every single time you're journaling. Just be honest with yourself. This is a safe place for you, and this is a place where you are just dumping out everything before you go to bed, or maybe when you wake up, or maybe in the middle of the day if you're freaking out about something. It's fine. This is all it is. The next question is, can I do it digitally, or do I need a pen and paper? If you're doing something that includes emotions, like maybe venting, or perhaps you are doing the inner healing work, I have experienced it that when I journal using pen and paper, I don't know, somehow my energy flows through my hand to my pen to my paper, and I am left feeling much more relieved than if I write the same thing on my laptop. However, if you are doing things like to-do lists, or perhaps you are doing things for productivity, you don't need to write it on a pen and paper, and it's completely fine if you're writing it on a laptop. A lot of people also wonder how often they should journal. There is no right or wrong answer. Initially, I would suggest you try to journal every single day for at least a month, because this way you'll get more comfortable in the process of journaling. If I am feeling stuck at something, if I'm procrastinating, if I'm stress eating, or I'm in a rut, I just simply take my pen and paper and I start writing anything, and by the end I have figured it all out, why I'm doing what I'm doing, what I'm feeling about it, how to move on ahead. That is because I've been journaling since I was a kid, so it's like a reflex for me. Anything's going wrong, I just take out my journal and I'm like, oh, okay, what's happening, girl? But for that to happen, you have to make it a habit, and then it's up to you. I don't journal every single night. I try to, but a lot of times I miss it. I just don't make missing a habit. If I've skipped a day, I will make sure to do it the next day. If I've skipped 2 days, I'll make sure to do it the 3rd day. So yes, it doesn't have to be every day. That's just my personal preference if you're starting out to do it every day, but you can always do it whenever you want to. There's no rule that you need to do it at night or the first thing when you wake up. It obviously helps, because when you're waking up and you're making your productivity lists, it helps in the morning because your entire day is ahead of you. And same for night. When you're sleeping and you're doing your venting and your gratitude, it really helps take off all the stress out of you before you sleep, and it helps you get better sleep. But you can journal at any time of the day, whenever you want. Now the last question in this series is it okay if I reread my old entries? I'll be honest with you, I am guilty of doing this. If you've seen my last video, you are aware that I wasn't in a very good space. I would still reread my entries and I would feel so drained and so sad. Even though I was in the healing process, it would still take me back. It would pull me back. That's why I stopped doing it, and I would suggest that if it's draining you, don't read it. However, much later on in my life, when I was in a much better space and I had healed and everything, I stumbled upon an old entry, and when I read it, I was a bit afraid, but when I read them, I felt so good. I felt so proud that, you know what, I've come so far. But still, I read it once and I left it, because we do not want to be stuck on our past, even if it was good or bad. If you're in a bad place now and your old journal entries are good, go ahead, read them, get the hope. Maybe it'll give you hope that, you know what, things were good back then, things will be better again. But don't get stuck on it. Don't get addicted to rereading and feeling those emotions over and over again. Okay, I hope you now feel well equipped to start your journaling journey. journey. With anything in life, it is going to be a bit overwhelming at first. Initial inertia is something you will have to break. And to break that inertia, I have a list of tasks for you to do. The first is romanticize your process. Bring a pen, bring a paper, get your candles burning, get your diffuser moving, and get a drink, anything to make you like the process. However, if you can't, that's fine, just get a pen and paper. That's fine too. As long as we're doing something, it's all good. The second step is figure out your intention. What do you want to achieve through your journaling process this time? Maybe your intentions tomorrow will be something else when you start journaling. Just before you start writing, it makes it easier. It gives you a direction if you know what you're journaling for. Once you figured that out, go to my section where I tell you what to write and do those things. The third task is write a letter to your younger self, and the fourth task is write a letter as your older self. If you are still not sure, here are some prompts for you, and you can go ahead and find your own, but here are some that I really liked, especially if you're just starting out. This brings us to the end of this video. I hope this was helpful. Let me know your experience with journaling in the comments down below. And if you want to know more about me, here is my transformation journey. And thank you so much for being here. Please do like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video, because your engagement helps me reach more people who might be in the need of this video. Happy journaling!